Hello, everybody. Hello, it's Craig Valine, No BS Craig, and welcome to our noon Facebook Live with one of our guest speakers, TeeJ Mercer, Chief Noisemaker at Media Mavericks Academy. Hi, TeeJ.
It's a party. I'm over on my computer trying to share the broadcast, so that's why if you see me looking to the left, I'm over.
That's all right. Well, good. Well, listen, if anybody is on this and you cannot hear us or whatever, let us know. But we tested our audio and it seems to be working. So,
where is this broadcasting where is this broadcast? I don't see it on your page.
It's going to be on the group in the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit group.
Okay.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. The Pasadena Small Business Success Summit is 21 days away, and it's our first annual. So that means it's our second event. Last year we had a great event. We had 112 attendees. We had 8 speakers. It was a long day, but a fantastic event. TeeJ Mercer was one of our sponsors last year for Media Mavericks Academy. She has since come and spoken at my local group, my EMP group. I thought, number one, she's a fantastic speaker and has a lot to offer the audience, you who are watching this right now and who will be attending the summit, but she also happens to be a fantastic person. And so I could think of no better person to have on the speaker schedule than TeeJ Mercer, right? So yeah, and she's by the way, she's low energy, so you're gonna have to tickle her to get her to, you have to
turn up your volume because you're not gonna be able to really hear me, Look at her day.
And happy opposite day, right? So anyway.
I know, right?
So TeeJ, let's get right to the point here. So tell us who you are, what you do, and what your background is, and how you got to be known for what you do.
Well, I am TeeJ Mercer. I'm the Chief Noisemaker of the Media Mavericks Academy, and that is where I teach authors, experts, coaches, entrepreneurs, how to actually book themselves in the media without having a publicist and without being a celebrity. Why am I good at this? Because I spent 20 plus years working on some of the biggest shows on television in Hollywood, and I know what I'm doing. I have earned the title of the beast in the media streets. I don't do false humility. I own that moniker. I'm good at what I do. Now, I suck at a lot of stuff. I suck at a lot of things, but media publicity ain't one. So that's me. Okay, Craig, you went mute on me. There we go. I can hear you. Right there, I can hear you.
There we go. Anyway, technology.
Yeah.
All right, and on your computer, I heard an echo. So if you are listening to it on your phone or on your page, make sure that's on mute.
Oh wait, I'm hearing an echo on your end, but I'm muted.
Huh. Okay. Well, that's why I keep.
Let me close out my Facebook page. I closed out my Facebook page there.
There we go.
Okay, so I closed it out on that was weird because I was just open on my Facebook page. I didn't realize it was causing a problem.
Yeah,
okay.
And I closed my Facebook page. That might have been it. We might have been hearing ourselves broadcasting.
There you go.
All right. So what's your presentation title for the summit, and describe it a little bit what people are going to learn?
Well, my presentation is based on the mantra of Media Mavericks Academy, which is when you know you have the solution to someone's problem or are the answer to somebody's prayer, you have a responsibility to find your voice and make some noise. So the presentation is all about how to make some noise in the media and get you massive media exposure and what you are going to walk away with. I am coming to bust 3 publicity myths wide open that could be preventing you from actually getting the media exposure you deserve. I'm coming to show you how to circumvent the traditional path to the media. I'm coming to show you how to actually crush your interview so that you get invited back. You will know as much as I can give you in the time that I have of what your next steps are going to be so that you can book yourself without having a publicist, without being a celebrity, using your laptop and your cell phone. And I got the receipts to back up that I am who I say I am, and my clients do what I say that they do.
Awesome. Awesome. So you just shared a couple. What other takeaways are they going to get when they listen to you? So the average person walking in, let's say they're an individual entrepreneur, solopreneur, professional, or maybe they have several employees working for them. That could be dentists, that could be manufacturers, that could be law firms. What are some of the takeaways that they'll get from listening to your presentation?
So you're going to actually, in addition to what I just ran down, you're going to actually talk, I'm going to teach you of what is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they approach the media. I don't want you doing this. I don't want to shut it down, but I'm going to actually tell you how I blew one of my pitches and still got booked. Why? Because I'm a beast in the media streets. And so I'm going to teach you about that. I'm going to tell you where to actually start in the media, and how to actually look at your brand to see if it's media, what I call media sexy. Every brand is not necessarily TV sexy, but there are things that you can do to make your brand more sexy across all mediums. So even if it's not TV, which is my sweet spot, even if it's not TV, there's still techniques and things that you can put in place so that you actually can start making some noise and blow up your business, your book, or your brand, baby.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I loved your presentation when you spoke back in November at my anniversary event.
That was fun.
And I've been reading Newsjacking, which is very powerful, which is, by the way, an insider kind of clue about what you're going to be talking about. But what are some of let me ask you this. If you hear the dog in the background, I apologize. That's just part of doing technology at home. What are some of the reasons people don't succeed at trying to get into the media? What are some of the myths, maybe? I'm going to put this on mute so we don't hear the dog.
Okay. So one of the biggest things that I see is people go into media looking to promote. And in my world, promote is a bad word. Because no producer, no editor, no, radio host wants to hand you their program over to you and you just promote. Not even the paid, media placements. You still have to bring value to their listeners, to their viewers, to their readers. So one of the things that I see is that people go in like, I want to go on the show so I can promote my book. No, the opposite is, for media maverick, we're always looking at how to serve the audience. We're always looking at how we solve a problem. And then the next level to that is then once you solve one problem, you're positioned as an expert. And they're like, okay, well, she solved that. Let me go play with her. And you get them over to your website and y'all can play to your little heart's content. So that's when you ask me what's causing people not to get the exposure, I find that probably is one of the biggest. And then the second one I would say is they don't know that they can do this themselves, which is why you need to get you some TeeJ in your life. And that's why you should be at the summit, because TeeJ's coming to actually dispense this out to you. But I attract a lot of people who have been burned by publicists. As a matter of fact, I just signed a client on my top tier program, and she had spent $18,000 on a publicist and didn't do any media. Because publicists typically work in monthly retainers, so and with a 3-month retainer. So a good solid publicist that should have the Rolodex to match what they should be able to do for you is going to run you anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 and upwards of $6,000, 3 months. So you're looking at $15,000, let's just say. So I tend to start attracting people who've gotten burned by publicists, and because I have the receipts to back up whether you're on my DIY level where you're booking yourself. I have the receipts to back up. You can do this. I have one client who has booked herself on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, have messed around and made so much noise in the media. She got on the radar of Google, and now she represents the state of South Carolina for Google. And then they built a media tour for her. And so she's getting all kinds of crazy exposure. It started with me, though. It started with me. So, so you can look at it from that aspect. And then, like I said, I sign clients where if I take you on as a client, I guarantee you that I'm going to book you on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox 3 times somewhere in the country. So people don't know that these other resources are available, like me, that I'm guaranteeing you for less than what some of you will pay for a publicist. I'm guaranteeing you TV exposure, and TV exposure is that one thing that gives you instant credibility when you see as seen on ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox.
Well, let me ask you that. So there's people out there, and I'm not going to mention who.
No names. This
is what happens here stays here. Anyway, so that there are a lot of people that use the client seen on or as seen on, but have they really been on the news? You know, it's like, you really get people on the news, and they can legally, or at least they can truthfully say that they were on those networks.
Oh, absolutely. I don't play the, I appeared on the website. It's when you work with me, you're getting an actual interview or some kind of feature. So you're either on their morning show where you are sitting there having a dialogue about your expertise, or you may be on their evening broadcast where they've done a package around a certain subject matter, and you are the expert, the go-to person that's speaking about this subject matter. So with me, no, baby, listen to me. Listen to TeeJ. If I'm saying as seen on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, you can best believe that there's going to be a video clip to back that thing up. You know the song? Girl, you're looking good. You better back that thing up. Y'all know the song. So I guarantee you that when you see my clients, I can only speak for my Mavericks. When you see them say as seen on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, or CW, it's going to come with a video clip.
Awesome. So, well, let me do this. Not everybody is going to see this video, and that's unfortunate. But let me just say, anybody who
of TeeJ.
I'm going to share it with the world, but it's up to them to watch it. So what I want you to do now is share one big tip that anybody watching could use before the event, before they ever come to the event. And just imagine someone uses what you share with them right now, one big tip that they can use. And by the way, if they get to the event and they raise their hand and said, I did what TeeJ said to do and it works, what would that be? What big tip could you give them?
I would say, and you touched on it a little bit earlier, my biggest tip is, and my biggest secret, which the more I talk about it, it ain't becoming a secret no more. Now people hit my inbox, I did this. And so it's called newsjacking. And newsjacking is the art of hijacking a news event, a current event, a social media trend, anything that you can actually hijack it, insinuate yourself into the conversation, and get media exposure. So let me explain. Let me give you a couple examples of what that looks like. And these are examples that I have implemented. So I have a one-on-one client, a VIP client. She is a hair loss expert. And she is very committed. She has a global brand. Her products are all over the world. She's in Walmart, JCPenney's. And so she's very committed on this mission of helping the 46 million women who lose their hair every year. And so when the movie Black Panther came out, if you saw the movie, you know this scene. If you didn't, I'm not giving away a big old spoiler, but there's a scene in which the warriors, the women warriors, they're actually normally rocking bald heads. It's a distinguishing honor to be one of the Wakanda warriors with these bald heads. But there was a scene where they needed to infiltrate the enemy and blend in. So the general put on a wig. But right before the fight sequence popped off, she took that wig and flung it across, and the fight began. And so I took that moment, Craig, and I led a pitch off for my client, my hair loss client, that said something to the effect of the Wakanda warriors get to take their wigs off by choice, but 46 million women have to wear wigs by force.
Right.
That one pitch, baby, got her invited to ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. Newsjacking works.
Yeah.
Let me think of another example.
Mention the opportunity that just recently passed this past weekend.
Which one? I don't remember. There were so many. Which one? Oh, the royal wedding.
Yeah.
What you talking about? So I started putting out newsjack alerts for event planners to talk about watch the royal wedding and see what tips you can take away from how brides, because we're coming up, we're talking and doing this interview in May. June is a big wedding month, July, the rest of the summer. So insinuate yourself into the conversation and talk about your takeaways from watching the wedding and how a June bride could actually implement that maybe on a cheaper level. And actually one of my Mavericks did that and was on Fox, I think it was Fox Houston, because he's a celebrity wedding planner, and they featured his expertise and how he talks about things that you can do for your own wedding. So, no one knows your brand but you guys. So you have to look at it from all angles that I even may not consider. So somebody brought up an excellent example of the same royal wedding, but looking at it from a racial perspective of what does this mean that the monarchy has accepted a biracial woman? Is this for the culture? Is this going to be a benefit for the culture? Is this setting us back? What is it not setting us back? Insinuate yourself into the conversation so that people can start noticing that you are the subject matter expert in this.
Right. That's awesome. That's so powerful. Wow. And there's news every single day. You just got to pay attention.
Day. We can't get away from it, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I have Google alerts set up for keywords and things to so that I see what's going on, what the conversations are going on. Facebook is a great way to do that too. So right. Awesome. Wow. Okay.
I tried it in my Noise Maker Squad group. Oh, and if with Craig saying you want to implement this now so that you can show up and give me a big old hug at the summit because it worked, just go to iamanoisemaker.com. And you can download my free guide that will give you all the details of newsjacking in a way that, I don't have time to explain here. And I do want you to implement it because let me just be honest. Can I be honest with you, Craig? Mm-hmm. So speaking is just my way of getting to hug people because I'm the world's greatest hugger.
Can attest to that.
And so I usually accept speaking opportunities just so I can hug people. So if you go and get the newsjacking guide at iamanoisemaker.com and you implement it and it works, you get to come hug TeeJ, and that's all I'm there for.
It's a good hug. I gotta tell you. You gave me that first hug last year when we were setting up the room the night before the event, and I looked forward to it the next day and the next day. Anyway, let's be professional here, TeeJ. Come on, no, let's not. Anyway, awesome. So, excuse me. I can attest, and I think all the members who came and heard you speak at my November event can attest how great you are to speak, and how passionate and enthusiastic and knowledgeable, and just you're great at what you do. And I can't wait to hear you speak again.
Thank you.
Any last words that you want to leave the people who are watching this video about, things they can do before they get there, and especially why they should be at the event in the first place?
Well, the first thing I can say is the lineup that Craig, had last year. I had tremendous takeaways, and this year is no different. So I'm looking forward to not only being there to dish out my expertise, but I'm looking forward to take notes. And then the second thing that I would want to say is it goes back to my fundamental belief. I believe that we all have to stand in our own lanes of genius, which is why you will never hear me play down what I'm really good at. And me is what I'm really good at. And so for me, there are people at home losing sleep over what you can do in your sleep. And you just need the next tools. You just need the next steps, even if it's a needlepoint move, you need to be in a position to be equipped to have that poured into you, those ahas. And then even the people in the room, you don't know who you're sitting next to that could be that next aha that you need. And so what Craig has masterfully done has assembled a great room of people who I believe, in what I experienced last year, it really has a heart to serve. I'm not the media coach, the media person for you if you want just celebrity. And it's all about fame and celebrity. I'm not the coach for you. There's plenty of other people out there. But if you really if you're coming from a place of, I want to use media to actually help more people,
right?
Then I'm your girl, and I'm going to be with Craig at that summit. So that's where you're going to find me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see you there. And, it's just a privilege to know you, but it's a privilege to have you speaking at the summit. And we have, what's that?
I said it's mutual.
Well, awesome. I love your enthusiasm. I love your energy. I love your hugs. I love your advice. So let me just promote stay on with me, TeeJ, but I'm just going to promote this event a little bit. So the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit happens in 21 days on June 14th at the Pasadena Hilton Hotel. You got to get your tickets in advance. Tickets are $67, but if you use the code TeeJ, TEEJ, in the coupon code when you check out, you can save 20% off whatever the ticket price is at the time. Right now it's $67. The price will go up in a week. So if you want to get your tickets, use coupon code TeeJ at checkout. You'll save 20% off. We've got a great lineup of speakers, including TeeJ, who's going to talk about how to get your voice heard in the media. We have Jim Palmer coming up. He's all the way from the East Coast, from Maryland. Captain Jim Palmer, living his dream life with his dream business. And that's the theme of this year's event, how to build your dream business. Melanie Benson, who is a great friend of mine. I've known Jim and Melanie for about 10 years or more, and they're good friends. And Melanie's going to talk about how to think like a high achiever, so that you can achieve your dream business. We got Claudia Sheridan coming back on Facebook marketing. We got Carmen Torres, the genesis of this event, and it's a long story, but I'll tell you all about it when I interview her. And then we got Greg Apodaca, who's a local guy who created Leadership Pasadena and a lot of other things, but he's going to talk about the future of businesses now. So how to prepare yourself in your life and your business for what's to come. So anyway, if you don't have tickets, go to www.pasadenasummit.com. Again, use coupon code TeeJ, TEEJ, when you're going through checkout, and you'll save 20%. So TeeJ, you're awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to get on this call today. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your advice. And again, get out to see TeeJ on June 14th. She's going to be awesome. Everybody's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time. So thank you, TeeJ.
Of course. My pleasure. See you guys.
All right. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. June 14th, 21 days away. If you don't have your tickets, get them soon. Coupon code TeeJ, TEEJ, save 20%. That's all for now. We'll see you soon. Bye.